Hello. The Trypillian culture, also known as the Cucuteni-Trypillian culture, was a Neolithic and E-Neolithic culture that flourished between approximately 5500 and 2700 BC over a large area in what is now Ukraine and in parts of Moldova and Romania. While the Stone Age often evokes stereotypes of simple-minded cave people with clubs, these ancient peoples of Ukraine had an advanced and sophisticated culture. The magazine New Scientist called the Trypillian culture the mysterious culture that invented civilization. The Oxford Handbook of Neolithic Europe notes that the late Trypillian culture, around 3700 to 3500 BC, is the most likely candidate for inventing wheeled transport, which is first attested in the archaeological record in the form of wheeled models. The Trypillian society's remarkable achievements in construction of large settlements, advanced agricultural practices, and distinctive cultural artifacts played a significant role in the development of human civilization. Their advanced pottery techniques, textile production, and tool-making skills reflect a society at the forefront of technology and culture of their age. British archaeologist John Chapman and colleagues observe that the Trypillian sites of the 4th millennium BC between the southern Bug and Dnieper rivers in central Ukraine are the largest and earliest settlements in Eurasia and potentially in the world. Trypillian proto-cities were larger than the famous Sumerian cities on the territory of southern Iraq and predated them by more than 500 years. They wrote, "There was nothing anywhere else on the planet to compare with the Phase B1 megasite of Veselikut, covering an area of 150 hectares. No analogies from which to derive this extraordinary place." They conclude that the Trypillian megasites are the earliest known cities. Settlements of the Middle and Late Trypillian culture on the territory of modern Ukraine are much larger and more strongly fortified than those on the territory of modern Moldova and Romania. The Trypillian settlement at Maidanets in the Cherkasy region of Ukraine had nearly 3,000 houses and an estimated 30,000 inhabitants. The settlement at Dobrovody was home to an estimated 21,000. At Talyanki, an estimated 16,000 people lived on 450 hectares, or 1,100 acres. These sites are located on naturally defensible terrain fortified with ditches and ramparts. Scholars have suggested that this was to protect them from pillaging tribes from the eastern steppe. The size and complexity of the settlements demonstrates a well-organized society, yet there is no evidence of palaces or elite housing. The Trypillian culture demonstrates egalitarian features with little social stratification and no ruling elite. Genetic testing has identified individuals of diverse ancestral lineages among the Trypillians. The focus of Trypillian culture on settlement and building, agriculture, and art suggests a society oriented toward peaceful coexistence and communal living rather than conquest. Using advanced construction techniques, reinforcing wooden frames with dried clay, the Trypillian culture constructed some of the largest buildings in the world at the time, with multiple stories and up to 700 square meters of living space. Houses were often built in concentric circles around central public buildings, which served as meeting places for political and economic functions. Trypillian houses were large, circular or oval structures, although rectangular buildings also exist. Homes were often built off the ground on stilts with storage space below. Thatched roofs incorporated reed or straw. Wooden floors covered in clay were sometimes polished or painted. The walls were also plastered with clay, providing a smooth surface that could be decorated. There were also homes partially dug into the ground called burde, which remained a prominent construction style in the Carpathian region and steppe for millennia. A typical Trypillian capital city housed an estimated 15,000 people on 100 or more hectares and was surrounded by satellite towns of 10 to 40 hectares and villages of 2 to 7 hectares. This settlement hierarchy provided the possibility of sovereign state-level societies. Trypillians engaged in trade with neighboring regions. Trypillians employed advanced farming techniques, including plowing and manuring. They understood soil exhaustion, moving their settlements every 60 to 80 years. They cultivated a variety of crops, including wheat, barley, peas, and lentils. Domesticated cattle, pigs, sheep, goats, and possibly horses played a significant role in their economy. Trypillians had domesticated dogs. Cats were less common, but are depicted in pottery. The Trypillians were skilled artists, beautifully decorating their intricate pottery and homes. Red ochre and kaolin, a natural clay pigment, were used as paints. Trypillian pottery is renowned for its diverse shapes and intricate designs. They created figurines, some of which may have had religious significance. The Trypillian society left no written record. Their beliefs, words, and songs are lost to us, but we can still achieve important understandings about these remarkable people and the legacy they transmitted. Their large, carefully planned settlements, the rings of outlying towns and villages, the cohesive and egalitarian social structure, and its durability for nearly 3 millennia did not arise by chance. The Trypillians were distinguished not only for their material achievements, but for their inspiration and imagination. Their achievements and the longevity of their culture attest to great wisdom, insight, and various societal prerequisites. These include a strong work ethic that valued knowledge, skill, and diligence, an ethical code that included individual rights, respect for others, and just law, and spiritual belief in greater powers, reverence for the past, and visions of the future. Notwithstanding hardships of the Neolithic era, the archaeological record attests to a culture that was vibrant, skilled, and fun-loving. After 5 millennia, the ceramic birds, fish, and animals of the Trypillian culture are still smiling. The intricate shapes and designs of their work speak to the visions, dreams, and aspirations of a people of great creative energy who found joy in daily life. The Trypillians are worthy of our respect and admiration as revered ancestors. Many of their attainments are woven into the fabric of civilization passed through countless generations to our time. The foundational achievements of the Trypillian culture for human civilization and the flourishing of this advanced and peaceful society for approximately 2,800 years are unparalleled and hold important lessons for human societies today. What did they know that we do not know today, or perhaps have long forgotten? Thank you for watching. Have a great day.